Well, it is Wednesday, also known as Donald Trump Day. And this is what happens today in this story when you cross hyperbole with hypocrisy. And I'll show that story to you in just a few seconds, especially when you combine it with mass deportations and migrant farm workers. Oh yeah, take a quick listen to Republican Representative Eric Schmitt from Missouri.
It's a myth that Americans don't want to work hard.
ICE agents arrived at the field you see behind me right around 6 o'clock this morning.
That's odd, Eric. Then why is it that they're running, but nobody else from America is showing up to fill their position?
The agriculture industry in Ventura County is a $2 billion a year industry. That's billion with the B, so raids like this could have a significant impact on what's planted and picked here. One of the workers didn't want us to show his face while he talked to us. Another one was okay with us showing her face, but not giving us her name.
Right. The answer here is technology and American workers.
Well, if their workers don't show up, then where are the Americans pouring in to do it?
U.S. Senator Adam Schiff sitting down with Action News. Schiff, a Democrat, is the state's first senator to serve on the Agriculture Committee in 30 years. He heard directly from farmers during a roundtable Thursday, immigration top of mind.
And talking to farmers over the last couple of days, they're deeply concerned about the administration's immigration policy.
Firebar farmer Joe Del Bosque told the senator 20 of his workers haven't shown up due to fears over immigration checkpoints.
It's a myth and don't want to do these jobs. Of course they will. And so that's why you have a lot of people who've struggled to find work. They've been sort of priced out of the market with illegal and low-wage workers. And the answer here is opening those opportunities up for American workers.
And yet, this. Trump floats temporary pass for illegal immigrants working on farms and in hotels. President Trump is considering offering a temporary pass for nonviolent illegal immigrants working on farms and in hotels as he looks to strike a balance between deporting illegal immigrants and helping industries that rely heavily on that pool of migrant workers. Mr. Trump said the pass would let the farmer sort of be in charge of who works for them and ensure those migrant workers pay taxes. They already do, by the way, Donald. In quotes, the farmer knows, he said on Fox News, Sunday Morning Futures, he's not going to hire a murderer. Interesting. How would Trump know that, considering all the people they're just yanking off the street?
If there aren't going to be people to pick the food, it's going to go rotten in the fields, and that means that the price is going to go up.
You just saw a food processing plant open up that, you had some folks who were arrested and sent away, and then you had American workers actually sign up and do those jobs.
No, Eric, what you just said was a processing plant. How do you think the food actually gets to the plant first?
But automation, technology, advancement, innovation is also going to be key for agriculture sector as well.
Yeah, you're right. Technology could actually play a part in all of this, but you actually have to have a plan. So in this breaking story, listen to what Trump's Agriculture Secretary, Ms. Rollins, just said. And breaking, in an unbelievable moment, Agriculture Secretary Rollins says mass deportations will continue with no amnesty for migrant workers and no concrete plan for farmers who rely on undocumented workers. This is a recipe for another Trump disaster. Watch this story.
But it's not an amnesty, you're saying, but it will be allowing farmers to continue to work with some undocumented workers. Have I got that right?
Well, ultimately, we have to move toward a 100% legal workforce, and that's what this president stands for, and that's what we're doing. The mass deportations will continue, but the president has been very clear that we have to make sure we're not compromising our food supply at the same time. So again, Congress has to fix it. Our Secretary of Labor is on it. We've talked about it nonstop.
Okay.
Our
It
H-2A
sounds like you don't yet
continues.
have a concrete proposal to deal with farmers who rely on undocumented workers. Am I right?
Well, no, we are working on it. There's a concierge
You're working on it, but that's
system
not a
that's been
concrete
set up.
proposal.
Well, no, the president has been very, very clear. We need to make sure that the food supply is safe.
Yeah.
Lori Chavez DeRimmer is on it. She is leading the way. The H-2A program has been in place for a long time. The border has to be secure, and there will be no amnesty. So, listen, none of this is easy. We weren't put in place here for any easy
I agree with you 100%.
solutions, but
It ain't easy.
The president is moving forward.
It's not easy, but I don't think it's fair to say there is a concrete proposal when you're still working out details to try to deal with the needs of farmers who need a lot of these undocumented workers and at the same time not providing an amnesty. But I do want to move.
I'm not sure when the Trumposphere land is going to wake up to what he does, But Donald Trump doesn't have a plan. He's only president so he can play king, stay out of jail, get patted on the head by people who pretend to love him, and enrich himself. That's all. He will say or do whatever it takes at the moment to try to appease someone. This is a man who is running the Marines and the National Guard through the streets of Los Angeles, yanking people out of restaurants, working, paying taxes, yanking people out of their homes, yanking people out from the appointment they're going to go through the due process of the immigration process. And yet, he will leave it to the farmers because, of course, they're not going to hire a murderer. Well, that's weird. If you expect the farmers to vet one of their workers, then how come you can't vet somebody before ICE snatches them out of your home? Well, that's because you don't have a plan. And Miss Rollins' comment, hyperbole, of get ourselves to a place of 100% legal employment, I got news for you. There's a whole bunch of Australians, Canadians, Russians, and other folks from other countries who are also illegal. Oddly, I don't see you guys snatching up from their place of work. You're all just full of it. Mostly Dipstick Donnie. You guys stay frosty.